It's a very stressful time for renters in Medicine Hat. In late April, Avenue Living purchased 10 apartment buildings in the city and just days later notified the tenants that their rent would be increasing. Now, many of the tenants living there are low-income families and people who live on income support. They're frustrated. Many are being forced to move because they simply can't afford the rent. Brendan Miller has more.
I'm moving out today and nothing is done in the place. I'm paying an exorbitant amount of money for nothing.
Dan Klug is frustrated.
Come into this dump. The floor has never been fixed. It's just terrible. One is falling apart. You think they'd fix it? No.
He is one of several tenants in this Medicine Hat apartment building who can no longer afford to pay the rent. Before Avenue Living bought this building in April, Klug's rent was $680. Now he's being asked to pay $950.
So it's an unmanageable, poor-run company by big bourgeois people with money. They do not care for people, understand people, and they're not helping me. So I move out. I don't need it.
And he's not alone. Over half the tenants in Klug's building have moved out. Chin Yang is an international student looking for a new place to live. When he moved here 2 years ago, rent was $620. Recently, it's been increased to $850.
If I have to pay that much, I must move out. I don't have enough money. I'm just a student.
The options, I believe, for most people are low-income housing, but there's only so many low-income housing, places that they can move into.
Peggy Patterson used to manage this building but was laid off when Avenue Living took over. She said many of her neighbors had to move out. Her rent increased by over $300.
I mean, it's just crazy. It's either pay your rent or get evicted because you pay your other bills.
She's asking others to sign an online petition to instate a rental cap in Alberta, which is the only province in the country without one.
How are they gonna pay like $800?
And that's exactly it.
That is true.
Exactly, and that's why it's so important to sign the petition.
Jenny Smith and her mother have lived here for 24 years. They say this place is their home. They watch the deer come out from the coulees in the morning and know everyone in the area.
We've been in this building for 24 years. We've survived other rent increases, but this is just where, how do you accommodate for $300 in 1 month? You can't do it. It seems like these people just don't give a damn about how they're affecting people's lives.
Brendan Miller, CTV News, Medicine Hat.
Now, this is a statement we received from Avenue Living on the recent rent increases. We have already begun some large projects that include roof replacements and major common area renovations. We've had numerous conversations with tenants around the market adjustment and are available for further dialogue. We've posted a link to the online petition for a cap on rental properties on our CTV Lethbridge Facebook page.